the premium. So there's a couple different ways they could do this, but the electronic monitoring, that's not easy. I mean, that's not hard to do. You can set that up ahead of time, so there really shouldn't be any problems or hurdles to go through. This should be done pretty quickly. I've been doing this for 18 years. It's not that difficult.
All right, we have a Greta Wire poll about whether or not she's likely to run if she does get out. I don't think she will, but Bernie, is she gonna? You think there's a risk she's going to run?
She would have to run a time quicker than that guy from Jamaica in order to get anywhere. I mean, Bolt, and he's a.
You mean the Olympian?
Yeah. But no, she's not going to run. Everybody's seen her face. Where the heck's she going to go? I mean, she's not going to go anywhere. Now, I'm not saying she can't get away from this bounty hunter, who looks a little bit a step slower than Ted. So she's not going anywhere. But by the same token, I don't think she's going to be making concerted efforts to look for her child either. So.
All right, guys, let me give you a Ted Williams news alert. Number one,
as opposed to
I don't know. I don't actually know if she's going to get out on bond. I don't know if these bonds are here for show or whatever. But there's something else that we need to be concerned about. This woman is in jail. She's safe. I do believe she's mentally unbalanced.
What makes you think that there's no information that she's? First of all, she could be the cruel killer.
Yeah.
She could be. I mean, she could be mentally unbalanced, as you said. We have no information.
Well, just humor me for the sake of argument that I believe that she is, and if
she could be innocent too.
She could very well get out, and she could be at home, and she could very much harm herself. That they need to worry about.
Wait a second. I mean, even Janine, the former prosecutor,
I know, but this is the third thing. And this is very important.
Ted, stop. You can't just lock someone up like that. I don't mean that just because you think the person will go home and harm herself.
I didn't say that she would. I said that the possibility exists that she could.
That's not a consideration on bond.
And I understand that.
It's only the likelihood she's going to flee.
I don't disagree, but Greta, let me give you the third thing.
Not one of the criteria.
Even if she gets out, if any of you all believe that she's going to help lead somebody or people to Caylee, then they would be stuck on stupid.
I don't think anyone thinks it, and maybe not. But I mean, I'll go down the panel. Yeah, Janine, do you think she's going to help find Caylee if she's out?
Not in a million years. And you know what I love about this new bondsman? What he says is once she's comfortable, gets her nails done, and takes a hot bath, she'll offer up the information to me. Who is this guy? If he's such a good bounty hunter, go out and find the baby.
I think, or a salon. All right, Jeff, do you think that there's any chance that she's going to get out and help find Caylee?
No, I'm really having a hard time understanding Ted's position on this. If that's your position, Ted, then become a prosecutor. But I don't think she's going to intentionally.
Rational common sense,
I don't think she's going to intentionally help. I think she's unintentionally going to help. I think that she's going to do something because she can't help herself that's going to lead to somehow to help solve this case. There's going to be something that she does, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a computer.
At all. If she was going to help, she would help.
Ted, I said unintentionally. Can you listen?
I don't think even unintentional, Jeff. This woman is too smart.
All right, Bernie, just so we get it straight for the viewers, that the question of release is not whether she's committed a crime, is it?
Exactly.
No. I mean, just the viewers, just to educate us, what is the issue for whether she should be released or not?
Is she coming back to court? Period.
Nothing else.
Not if she's going to hurt herself or anybody else. So.
And what?
It's two issues. It's whether she's a flight risk or whether she has a potential harm to other people.
And let me show, I don't disagree with any of that, guys. I'm just simply saying that letting her out, if she's in a certain state of mind, she could harm herself, and you never get anything.
Jeff Brown has
a good point. That's not an issue, though. I mean, whether she harms herself is not the issue.
You know what? We're talking about ridiculous stuff.
She might create leads right to where this girl is.
Ted has taken us down this primrose path. Here's the bottom line. This bail bondsman in there, is he going to mess up the case? Is he going to be considered an agent in law enforcement? Is he in a position where he's going to be called by the prosecution or called by the defense? He's interfering with a police investigation. I don't know where this guy came from.
All right, I'm going to take the last word on this. And I'm going to take so far she's been in jail since about July 17th, and there's been no help with her in jail. Let her out, follow her, wiretap her, do everything you can to find that child or what happened to that child, because anyway. All right, I took the last word on that one. Panel, thank you. Coming up right now, there is breaking news in the state of Florida. Tropical storm Faye is strengthening to deadly levels. 500 National Guard troops are being deployed. This is a killer storm. People are dead, and now Florida is next. Where and when will Faye hit? And later, there's big news tonight in the murder of pregnant mother Michelle Young. You remember this particularly brutal case. The mother was found dead and her toddler child walking through her blood, leaving bloody footprints in the bedroom. Well, tonight, we have obtained newly released search warrants. The warrants tell a lot, and that's coming up.